Alright, I'm on the farm today. I've got my Massey Ferguson 50 with the loader, and on the back of it got a bale spear, and on the front, I'll show you here in just a little bit, I got a bale spear I picked up and did a little bit of jury rigging to it. I'll show you that. It doesn't fit, but I got it on there, and I'm going to try to make it work at least for today. Fleshing out the round bales, not just how to make them, but how to pick them up and get them off the field. Alright, so I had a video on this hay spear, and a little concerned about it in 4x4 bales. That the diameter of this thing is so big it might just push the bale around. I feel like it really needs to be like that big around. So I may be sending this one down the road in favor of something else. But I picked up a round bale spear from the front, and the problem is I can't get it to fit on the loader the way I want it. This thing is inverted. It should be, this part should be on top, and this angle right here laying right here. Well, somebody welded an angle to box it in. I don't know why they did that. And I cut the lip off. I cut the angle off at the heel right there, and where it was welded on the back side of this, I ground off the welds, and took some doing. My thought was, first of all, with the angle sitting right here, there's some holes in this bucket here and here and down here. I don't know why they're there, but it came real close to being able to line up with one of these holes. So my thought was, if I could get this piece off of that angle, it would allow this thing to kind of clevis in and fall right in to one of these holes, and in doing so I would have it captured out here on the front. But the problem is, this angle down here is long enough that when I've got it flipped over, it wants to butt up against these forks right here. And this bucket is made that you can take the bucket off, and then basically you have a manure bucket, if you will. And so I didn't want to do that. I thought about using one of these as a spear by itself, but I really didn't want to do that. So I found this, and I cut it like I thought, but I can't get it to go up on here because of these guys. So what we're going to do is we'll take the rest of this angle off, and then I'll weld another angle on here going out to give it more room to clevis up on here. So to make it work today, if it'll work at all, what I've done is I basically turned it upside down, as you can see here, or maybe you can't see. I know the lighting's not all that great. And the goal here is just to get these bales off the field. It's about ready to rain, and so I'm hoping that when I put the weight on this thing, it won't cause this to slide over. If it does, I'm cooked. But I can at least give it a try. So let me spear this bale, and then when I get done with that, I'll go to another one and try to spear it from the rear. I want to know before I wanted to put one on the front first, because I wanted to know what the weight's like on this tractor with no weight on the rear when I pick up a round bale. Again, these are 4x4 round bales. We just made these first round bales on this farm, and we made these with our John Deere 335. I can't see anything from the cab. This loader, and maybe they're all that way, but I can't see anything what I'm doing So I'm gonna try it, do the best I can, and spear this thing and see if it pulls this off. And it may very well do that, but at least I've tried. All right, so right here is what I got so far. These things are just starting to penetrate, and it's starting to slide the bale a little bit. So let me probably should put a little bit of down pressure on it and see if I can drive it home. I'll come back. All right, so no luck with that, but that's a pretty long spear. It's not going to come out on this side, but I'd say the bale is secure as it's going to get. Hopefully it won't fall off of that. Now let me try another round bale. I don't know, I think the diameter may cause me problems on the spear back here on the back, but we'll find out. So again, out here on the front, I've got it picked up and I've motored from over there over to here, and you kind of already see an issue with my bale spear, this big one. Just the diameter here, it doesn't lend itself well for dropping this thing down and going into the center, but I'll try to back into it and do the best I can. All right, so that one I can't pierce it at all. It just wants to push the bale over. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to use this. I'll try it another day. I'm kind of mashed here on account of the rain. So I'm gonna hustle this other bale over to the barn. I'll come back and try to get this one. I'll come back. As far as that bale is out there, I still seem to have enough weight on the back. I don't know that I want to go down a steep hill though. Now let me get over to the barn and I'll drop this thing off and try another one. All right, I speared this one a couple of times, but my skills aiming are not so good, so I've got this one almost in the center and that one over there, but let's get it to the barn and move on to the next one. So one of the things I try to do here, even though I'm in old dog, new tricks territory, is I try to make visual markers to tell me, you know, where I'm at. And so on the first couple of bales, I was trying to tilt the bucket a little bit. And even loader tractors are kind of new to me on this farm. And but what I'm finding is if I let this bucket down where this is almost flush with the hood, you see what I'm saying right there? That the bucket, a little hard to see, but it's pointing uphill just a little bit, but I don't have to really make a bunch of adjustments like that. And so I'll tinker with that a little bit. The other thing, as far as getting the right height and being on center, the other thing is this is not centered on the bucket, just the way it's bolted on. But when I look at this and I come up, it's hard to see, but I think that if I eyeball the edge of this hood ornament to the center of the bale, I'll probably be on the mark. So I'll try that on the next one. I got one more big bale to bring in, and then I got that little one. I'll come back. All right, so this one I think I nailed it pretty good. I think these are a problem. I think I'd be better off with a piece of rebar or something, something smaller in diameter, because by the time that one goes in and these two, there's a lot of resistance. And I'd say part of my problem is, if I got a problem, is these bales are really, the core is really tight. So let me fetch this one up and get to the barn, and then get that partial bale. One of the things I noticed is this bar right here is at an angle to these, and that's probably by design. And when I flip it up, I think that'll help me with arcing the bale up on the bucket. But I'd like for that bale to slide all the way home to right here. So got a little bit of work to do, just running a few bales through that baler, and you know, doing this little trial run has been very informative. I'll come back. So my ideal situation would be I'd have a wagon out here with the farmall on it, and just load these on the wagon and take them back. Well, that brings up another slight dilemma, and that is, am I going to walk back and get the tractor and go back over there, or maybe I should buy another tractor with a loader on it? Alright, so basically on this one I lined up like I talked about, and I don't know, I got close to the center, but it surprised me that the you know, that it went in the bale at all. I was prepared to grab it from the sides and just kind of haul it in using this like a forklift, but went right in. Maybe I'm getting a little better. I did hit it a little faster. You know, I see some of these guys on the internet on YouTube. It looks like they're driving crazy fast and they slam into those round bales, pick them up, and just keep going. I haven't quite graduated to that braveness yet, so let me hustle this one over to the barn, and we'll wind this video down here in just a bit. Alright, I got the round bales out of the field in here in the barn. You can kind of see a little bit of difference in diameter between this one and this one. And of course, that's the partial bale. And so one thing, it seems like it's there's a fair difficulty spearing these things. I think those two side spears on that rig that I got, I think they interfere with trying to penetrate the bale no heavier than these are. I do think these are some tightly packed bales, which contributes to the difficulty in spearing them. Probably I need to pick up my speed when I do spear them. If you do round bales, leave a comment. Whatever tips you got, I would consider, and I would appreciate that. But the bottom line is, we're trying to get into this round baling kind of on the cheap, see how we like it, instead of spending the big bucks and then finding out it ain't for us. But I can definitely see some merit in the round bales. We have some round bales under a roof, instead of outside, which is nice. We got something here we can sell, and so stick around. There'll be more round bales to come. As we get into some of our gleaner hay, I'll probably round bale a fair amount of that. And then I'm not sure about second. Again, we want to make as many square bales as we can, but I think a round bale has its place on this farm and in this hay business. This is not where these are going to stay. I'll be moving those to the other side of this stack and coming in through that side door. But this is just where I wanted to put them for today. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. 4x4 round bales. Our John Deere 335 round baler made these. The Massey Ferguson Model 50 with the loader. Kind of learning, got a learning curve here that we're in, but again, the bottom line is we got round bales in the barn. We got something we can sell. So hit the like button, comment, subscribe. We got more videos coming throughout the summer and haying and a few other topics too. So we'll catch you on the next video.